Dave Portnoy forced to fire longtime Barstool employee. Ben Mintz, one of Barstool's hosts, accidentally slipped up and said the N-word when reading some rap lyrics on a live stream. Now, the accusations here are that, Dave Portnoy is a sellout. He is forced to fire his employees. Well, he quite literally did sell out. I mean, he sold his company for $100 million, a couple $100 million or something like that. So we're going to react to this whole controversy. Now, viewer discretion is advised. This is the actual video of Ben Mintz saying the words.
Get some yayo, double up, nigga. You know what you need?
Do you see the stuttering? You guys didn't hear that. You didn't hear that from me.
Get some yayo, double up, nigga. You know what you need?
All right, well, there it is. So that set down a firestorm. So what basically happened? What was it? The cancel culture? No. It was actually the parent company that they sold Barstool Sports to. That is a gambling company. And the gambling company was worried that they would have to lose their licenses. And so this is what Dave Portnoy had to say. Says, emergency press conference, Ben Mintz has left the building.
Okay, emergency press conference time. Bad news. This sucks. So today we had to fire Ben Mintz, the artist formerly known as Ben Mintz. It stems from his Wake Up with Mintzy. Ironically, finally got to do him live, and he was rapping lyrics to a rap song, reading the words off his phone. And he rapped a racial slur. He turned white as a ghost. You could tell instantly. He's like, oh my God, what did I do? It's like a Ron Burgundy moment. He read it. He knew it up. He's been super apologetic, like in shambles, basically. And I think anybody who watched the clip was like, there's no way he meant to do that. He's just not the brightest bulb to ever come down the pipe. And he just screwed up, and he knew he screwed up. And there was no hatred behind it, no nothing. Still awful, but not my wildest dreams that I think I'd be sitting here being like, we had to fire Ben Mintz. Penn felt differently. And I'm stunned by it, and I've been fighting tooth and nail, as has Erica, as has Dan, to keep Ben and say this is the wrong decision. But Penn operates in a world that we don't operate in it. They are highly regulated by the government. They're issued licenses for gambling that just as easily as they're issued, they can be pulled back. And for anybody who has followed any of the states and Penn trying to get legalized and things like that, one thing's clear. A lot of people hate my guts. They look for any lever, any excuse, anything to cause problems for us and pull the licenses. Penn is convinced, and they've been very clear, Penn, since they took over. It's a zero tolerance policy moving forward. You can't do stuff like this. And really, we haven't had an incident like this since they've taken over. And they believe there's a legitimate chance lots of the states would pull their licenses because of this. Penn's a billion-dollar company, multi-billion-dollar company. Without their licenses, they are a $0 company. Investors, families, employees, thousands of people, they feel it's their job to protect all of this. And the only answer is to fire Ben Mintz. I still disagree with it. And maybe I'm naive. I'm like, there is just no way anybody can look at that clip and think the punishment fits the crime. It makes my skin crawl thinking a guy would lose their job on an innocent mistake. Yes, horrible, but clearly no intent. Clearly he's in shambles about it, instantly in shambles. It just makes my skin, it's everything I've stood against for 20 years. So it is what it is, and
when I was off camera, my producer pulled up how much they actually sold this for. $388 million. I thought 150 million, 100 million. Actually, yeah, so shout out to the producer. Do you guys want to meet my producer? Come on. Come introduce yourself. Come on, dude. Come on. All right, let me go get my producer. I want you guys to meet him. Hey guys, how's it going? He helps out a lot with the show, really makes it what it is, makes it special. But $388 million. I mean, there's like videos out there that are like exposing Dave Portnoy for the sellout that he is, you know, because I think it's there's some people on the right, it's all these like conservative channels that are like, Dave Portnoy was our last standing voice of reason, our last standing voice of free speech, and now he's just a sellout, having to fire his employees. $388 million. He's like, yeah, I sold the company. That is what a sellout is. I'm done with the company. Like, I'm not in charge anymore. But this does go to show, like, you know, corporate powers that be are going to have to do what's in best interest for them. And they're not going to have the same loyalty to your employees or to the team that you once originally had. I'm not going to stand here and say, you know, there shouldn't be any repercussions for someone that accidentally says the N-word. That's a pretty forsaken word for a white dude to accidentally say. So it's not good, but he's got a point. It's not an unforgivable offense. He was stumbling. He was mumbling. He was having a hard time. But that's the realities of the corporate powers that be and being a quote unquote sellout. Look, if you're going to be a sellout, this is how to do it. Sell your company for $388 million. Don't be a sellout because you got to like work with certain brands and stuff like that. That's whack. But if you sold the company, someone else is running the company at this point. All right, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, comment down below. I really want to know, what do you guys think? And subscribe so you don't miss a thing.